Hey guys, it's Jim again. Sorry I haven't done a video in a while, but my phone was giving me problems. I was having a hard time just doing a regular video without the phone app shutting off, like just inexplicably shutting off, especially close to the end, or at least in the last half, and it was getting really frustrating to deal with. But Stephanie talked me into going down to the Verizon store and checking out new phones. She saw a deal on some new phones, so we both got new Samsung phones. So now I'm not having, I don't think I'm having any of the problems that I was having with my old phone. So that, and almost at the exact same time, she received a pass-around box, and we got a few of these soaps in. The Artisan Soap Shop, or Shoppe, I don't know how you pronounce it. And I decided to give this a try. Humidor, and it's Spanish cedar and tobacco. It's a vegan soap, in case you're curious. This particular one is a vegan soap. It's a nice tub. If you get these, I'm not going to load it out of the tub. I'm going to scoop some out and put it in one of my handy dandy salsa bowls like this. But it smells good. It's like a kind of a, you know, what you expect from tobacco scents. But there's that cedar there right at the end when you smell it. First it's rich and sweet and kind of spicy, and then right at the end, that cedar gets in the back of your nose, and you know where cedar is when you smell it. It's kind of in the back. And it kind of fills your throat and reminds you of like cedar, you know, like a cedar chest or something like that. Or cedar shavings. It smells pretty sweet. So I'm going to scoop some out and put it in my salsa bowl. I want to get a good bit because I don't want to, you know, I want to give the soap a fair shake. So I'm going to put a good bit of soap in the bottom of my salsa bowl because I haven't tried this particular soap before. I'll mush that down in there. Everything else I'm going with is, you know, tried and true. This isn't going to be a long shave. I'm like tons of passes and nitpicking. As I said, I'm sorry I haven't done a video in a while, but I've been having phone problems, and I'm sure you guys understand. I have a digital camera, but I just don't know where it is. I think it's in our storage unit, and that place is a nightmare to go through. So, but with the new phone, shouldn't be a problem. I got gigs and gigs and gigs of space on the new phone to take plenty of pictures and do videos. And also this weekend, we've got the SoCal area has got a wet shaving meetup in San Diego, and we're really excited about it. And thanks to Oscar and everyone else that's helped. I think Dave Gonzalez has helped out some with the organization, but thank you, Oscar, for putting it all together. And from what I understand, it's gonna be fun. There's gonna be a sample bag put together and everything like that. And so we're just looking forward to seeing friends. And of course, I love San Diego. I lived there for a while, years, and Stephanie loves San Diego, so we're gonna have fun. So let me get ready a little bit here, and I'll be right back. Okay, what I'm going to lather this up with is one of my favorite brushes. It's a synthetic knot. It's the Atomic Rocket from Phoenix Shaving. It's a nice big knot. I think it's a 26 millimeter knot, synthetic. It's kind of got that retro style to it. But it's a very good knot, lathers up very easily. Different soaps and creams. It's got kind of a medium backbone. I like it. Got my little Bit of soap here in the bottom of this salsa bowl. Let's lather this up. I have never used one of these soaps, so it's going to be the first time for me. And usually when I'm trying a new product, I don't venture too far with anything else I'm using because I want to get an honest estimation of the way that the product performs, whether it's a razor, which I don't do that often. I have a lot of razors, as you can see over here. I've got plenty of razors, and I have what I like. I'm always willing to try something new, but I have a tendency to like some, I like vintage Gillettes. I'm not using a vintage Gillette today. I'll show you what I'm using in a minute. But whether it's new brushes, new soaps or creams, new aftershaves, I usually try to use other products or other items that I'm familiar with. That way I'm going to get an honest estimation of the new thing. Even blades. If I'm using a new blade, I'll use a tried and true soap that I'm familiar with a razor that I'm familiar with, like a Red Tip or a Tech, something like that. And I won't stretch outside of my comfort zone when it comes to the other products. I'll stick to something that I'm familiar with. The other bit of shaving kit. Oh man, look at that. This lathers up really nice. Granted, I did put a healthy little dollop of soap in that. It's soft. It was easy to get out with my finger. That way, I don't want to lather up off of a soap that we're going to be putting in a pass around. That way everybody, yeah, look at that. Nice. And it smells great. Sweet, rich, woody, what you would expect from like a tobacco wood scent. Very nice. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready with that. Let me re-wet my head. Lather this up. Oh yeah, smells good. Feels good. I don't feel any kind of burn. Those of you that watch my videos know I've mentioned it before. My skin's sensitive. Certain fragrance oils can set me off and I'll have a rash. If I'm lucky, it'll be a light rash. If I'm not lucky, it'll burn. So I have to be careful, but I have plenty of wood soaps. I have plenty of tobacco soaps. I think my first tobacco soap that was like a real tobacco was from Razor Rock. I got the Tobacco 1 and the Tobacco 2 back in a while ago, before Joe had settled on a soap fragrance for his tobacco. I have both of them and I love them. They're not gone yet. I use them very sparingly because I like them. Let me wet the tips of my brush. Just dab a little bit. Get this a little bit wetter. A little more creamy. Sometimes I like the head lather, so I build the lather on my head. I'll get it started in the bowl, or I'll just load the brush, and then I'll build the lather up to the level I want of hydration on my head. And it feels nice. I know a lot of people don't do that, but I like to do it sometimes. And doing that pretty much guarantees that I'm going to have lather underneath all my little head whiskers. And my head whiskers are going to be plenty lifted, ready to shave. Get my cheeks here. in my throat. I'm not going to go crazy on my throat today. I know I said that before, but I'm really not. Just take it down. Comfortable shave. I'm using today probably one of my favorite razors. I'd say it's definitely one of my favorite razors. Micromatic Clog-Pruf. When I got it off of eBay, it pretty much had no plating left on it. I mean, there's very little, if any, but it's got a nice rustic look to it. Just came that way. I love it. And I've got a PTFE coated Gem blade in there, the Ted Pella blade. So let's get started. Very slick. Oh yeah, still slick. Plenty of residual slickness. Get a little bit more water there. Oh yeah, feels good. Very good. Yeah, this stuff's slick. I love finding, I know a lot of people swear by tallow soaps, animal fat soaps. I love finding a vegan soap that performs right there, right at the top, with both slickness and cushion. And with this razor, this is a fresh blade. In this Micromatic. A feather touch. Actually, for me, in my experience, it actually gets you a closer shave. Some razors don't have that much blade exposure, so you have to be a little bit more. It's almost like you have to apply a little bit more pressure. But with the Micromatic, it's got plenty of exposed edge, and you can have a few days growth. Take it right down, because sometimes I won't shave for a few days. Especially my head. And that Micromatic just does not care. Okay, let me finish this first pass, and I'll see if I even have to do a second pass. Let's get to shaving. I could do another pass if I wanted to on my head. That's damn smooth. I'm not going to bother. I got it plenty good. Yep. I'm just going to do another pass south to north just to get a little bit closer on my throat. Ah, what the hell? Give in to temptation. Just to get a little bit closer. Now I know there's going to be some little bits on my throat that are not quite smooth, but I'm not going to stress it because why? No one knows. It looks good. So let me clean up a little bit and I'll get to my aftershave stuff. I checked and I took the top off of a little pimple there on the back of my head, but put some alum on it, fine. Gonna chase this shave with some Lucky Tiger. Good stuff. I love Lucky Tiger. And just for the scent, I found something that I thought matched it pretty well. This might have been predictable to some of you. Clubman Whiskey Wood. It smells really good. And I think the scent matches well. Pairs well, I should say. Oh yeah, it does. It's got the wood there. The sweetness and the richness. Of course, in one, you're getting the whiskey, and the other one, it's the tobacco that's giving you the sweet richness. But both have the wood there, so it matches well, in my opinion. That's a good soap. Artisan Soap Shop Humidor. Handcrafted in Springfield, Missouri. I don't know who makes this, but it's good. It's good. I mean, I was taking a single edge blade to the back of my head. Pretty good stuff. If you want to try it, try it. I'd say the only thing I don't like about it is it doesn't appear that these labels are waterproof. And these days a waterproof label's kind of par for the course. I mean, you kind of have to, you know, you kind of have to go with the waterproof labels. I mean, you don't have to, but in a tub where people are going to be loading out of the tub that's in the bathroom, why not get the waterproof label? I don't know. But anyway, yeah, Artisan Soap Shop. That's good. It's almost, I would rate this, it's not even a crope. I mean, that's soft. It's almost a cream. I mean, easy to dig out with your finger. You know, just take it right out. Very soft crope. But the smell, oh yeah, it's a good pairing with that Whiskey Woods. If you have that Whiskey Woods, give it a try. Try that pairing. So, I hope everyone gives it a try if you get the chance. And those of you that are friends of mine in the Southern California area and you're going to be at the San Diego meetup, I hope to see you there. We're going to have fun. Thanks again to Oscar for setting it up. And everybody have a good night and happy shaves. Talk to you guys later.